Today, I'm going to be showing you guys my picks for the best EDC gear of 2023. Make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button and ring that bell icon now. And this video was brought to you by House of Blades, more on that later. Now, quick disclaimer, all of the items I'll be mentioning I have acquired this year. This is going to include a pocket knife, a fixed blade flashlight, backpack, sling bag, EDC pouch, EDC pen, EDC Pry Bar, and a couple others. But I'll be leaving links in the description below so that way you guys can check out these items after this video. Let's not waste too much of your time and get right into it, starting with pouch of the year. Now my pick is this guy, the Data Crew What a Junior. The reason why I went with this pouch specifically is because of its overall size and form. It's extremely easy to throw into the pocket, and they've released a ton of different colors. This green one might be my new favorite, but what I love about the What a Junior is it has a huge loop field on the front, so you can really customize it with your own patches. And then moving into the interior of the pouch, the layout is very well organized. I can fit a ton of different gear within this pouch, such as chapstick, flashlights, bit drivers, pry bars, pocket art, and a ton more. And in addition to that, they threw in an interior loop field so that way you can throw in your most coveted Ranger eyes. The Data Crew What a Junior is a phenomenal pouch and deserves a title for best pouch of 2023. Next up, we have my pick for best pry bar of 2023, and that's going to be none other than the Vero Fulcrum. Now, the mini Fulcrum has been out for a few years, but the reason why I chose this one specifically is because of the overall size as well. Size and form plays a huge factor into if I want to carry that specific item, and the Fulcrum has probably had the most pocket time throughout 2023 for me personally. It's just an extremely functional pry bar. I use these things on a daily basis to change out my camera plates if I need to pry up something. More recently, maintaining RC cars. And what I really like about the mini Fulcrum is the fact that it has a pocket clip built in that also doubles as a thumb ramp, so that way you can get more leverage behind whatever you're prying. On top of being a pry bar, this thing doubles as being a bit driver with built-in bit storage. I usually leave in the Phillips and flathead bits, so that way if I ever need them, they're always going to be on me. The mini Fulcrum is an absolutely badass mini pry bar and deserves a title for best pry bar of 2023. So the next item is something that I don't cover a ton on my full-length videos, but if you guys join my live streams or watch my shorts, this is a big one, and this is best fixed blade of 2023. My pick is the Shores Knives Overland Sport, and this is just an absolutely fantastic fixed blade. The reason why I picked the Overland Sport is because of its small size and the ergonomics that it provides. It's extremely easy to cut with, especially with the sheep's foot blade, and if you want to do some precision cuts with a draw cut, you can basically put your index on that tip depending on your hand size. Another huge advantage of the Overland Sport is they're 100% assembled here in the USA and also made here in the USA. On top of that, when you go to order it, you can literally build it to whatever you want in terms of colors, materials. Every single Overland Sport is made of Magna Cut steel, which is a huge plus. So whether you're in a wet environment or a dry environment, this thing is not going to rust out on you. The sheath for the Overland Sport is also made in-house by TJ Schwartz and his team, and it also comes with an ulti clip. So for those of you guys looking for an insanely durable, compact EDC fixed blade, the Overland Sport is your answer. And that's why I picked the Overland Sport for fixed blade of the year of 2023. And before we move into the next category, let's give a quick word for today's sponsor. This video is brought to you by House of Blades, my go-to knife retailer when it comes to anything knife related. They stock pretty much any brand that you can possibly imagine, anywhere from Benchmade, Civivi, Wee Knives, ZT, Chris Reeve Knives, Koenig, and a whole lot of others. They also strive to be the best when it comes to customer service. As a matter of fact, if you place an order today, they will likely ship it out the same business day. I know you guys have felt this before. You're kind of like a kid on Christmas, just waiting for that day to come where your new present arrives, and getting that package and opening it up for the first time, seeing your brand new knife is probably the best feeling ever. What I would actually suggest doing is calling up House of Blades at this number below and asking for Chris and Susie. Tell them that Brandon or Everyday Minimalist sent you. They'll hook you up with a discount on your entire order, and on top of that, while you're on the phone with them, you can let them know that you want your knife personalized with your own logo, whatever text you want. If it's a gift, maybe put that person's name on the knife or whatever you want, and they can do custom laser engraving for you. Aside from all of that, House of Blades is the reason why I can do what I do here on YouTube and keep making this great content for you guys. So I want to thank you guys as the viewers and House of Blades for making this all happen, but let's get back to the video. The next item on the list is best flashlight of 2023. Now this one, quick disclaimer, is going to be really expensive and really hard to get, but it's my most carried and used flashlight of the year, and that's none other than the CWF Peanut. Mine is in a satin titanium finish, and the reason reason why I love this flashlight so much is because of its high output and rechargeable battery. I would have put on a more budget-friendly flashlight on this list, but I would be lying to you guys if I didn't tell you that this flashlight made it into my pockets 95% of the time. The overall fit and finish, it has a tail switch, the pocket clip is phenomenal, and the fact that it was made here in the USA, and really does make this my most favorite flashlight of 2023. The next item is my pick for best pen of 2023, and this one is super simple, the Tactile Turn Mini Bolt Action. And I really enjoy this pen because of its length. It fits in most EDC pouches. These things are readily available, go for about $100, and they're really fun to fidget with. And every single time someone asks to borrow this pen, they ask a ton of questions about it, and that's what I really love about this thing is it sparks conversations. You can't go wrong with Tactile Turn and the pens that they offer, so the Mini Bolt Action takes the title of best pen for 2023. The next item is actually on my wrist, and this is going to be my pick for best watch of 2023. Now, I've just recently gotten into watches and I've accumulated over 8 within the past 3 months, but my overall pick out of those 8 is going to be this guy, the Big Idea Designs Tie Field Watch. Now, this watch is in collaboration with RZE Watches, and I did throw on this upgraded RZE Titanium Ultra Hex bracelet. But the reason why I like this watch so much is because not only is it an automatic watch, so it doesn't require any batteries, but I'm really digging the aesthetic on the wrist. It's got insanely bright lume and it keeps the time. On top of that, it just fits my minimalist aesthetic really well, and I really dig this watch. I'm really excited to see what happens in 2024 because you guys best bet watches are going to be a part of this channel, and my collection is going to be completely different from this year. The Tie Field watch is absolutely amazing, and you guys will probably see a lot of this thing on my wrist in 2024. So I recently started getting a lot of sling bags in 2023, and my overall pick for best sling bag of 2023 is the Data Crew Snack Time Sling. You guys are probably going to say in the comments, oh Brandon, you've only reviewed one sling bag and it's the Snack Time Sling. What? You guys haven't seen what's happened behind the scenes. I have over 6 different sling bags sitting over there in the corner, and I always gravitate to the Snack Time Sling. I think the reason being is because of its front loop field. It just makes it super customizable. It has a really good layout for us EDC collectors, and it's really functional. I found myself throwing my keys and wallet in the front pocket, and when you get into the main compartment of the sling bag, there is just so much organization that you can do with EDC gear specifically. I would probably pick a different sling bag if I was like a dad or if I was carrying diapers around, but for me personally, being an EDC gear enthusiast, this thing fits perfectly with all of my loadouts. And to give you a quick example, you can throw in a What a Junior, just slot it in right there and it's ready to go. The Snack Time Sling, in my opinion, is the best sling bag for EDC enthusiasts that want to carry a ton of gear for 2023. All right, next is the best backpack of 2023, and it's going to be this guy right here, the Able Carry Daily Plus. Now, my buddy Ron Kwok did a full review on this backpack, so if you're interested in seeing that, then just go into the description below. But I received this bag months ago, and the reason why I like this thing so much is because I can fit my laptop and other EDC gear within it. It has a bunch of different mesh storage options and has a really nice weather resistant shell. This thing is also extremely comfortable to carry, and it usually goes with me anytime I leave the house. The Daily Plus has traveled with me for thousands of miles, and this deserves the title of best backpack of 2023. So I saved the best for last, and that's going to be my pick for best pocket knife of 2023. I know there's a ton of different models that released in 2023, but this is the one that really stood out to me. That's going to be none other than the Magna Cut Mini Adamas from Benchmade. I know a lot of you guys have a ton of flack with Benchmade, but this knife specifically has completely changed the game. They introduced Magna Cut on the Mini Adamas and then also tacked on these crazy carbon fiber scales. I really like the coyote tan accents that they threw onto this, and it's just a phenomenal knife. The Mini Adamas would have honestly taken Knife of the Year for 2022 if this specific variant came out last year. Benchmade finally put out a knife that's suited in its price category, which is a really big deal. Everything is 100% USA made, and I just absolutely adore this knife. Ask my buddies over at Best Damn EDC, Taylor and Ricky. After they handled this knife and carried it, they had to get one for themselves. The Benchmade Mini Adamas is a tank of a knife and deserves a title of best knife for 2023. 2023. So this last item is kind of a runner-up for best knife of 2023. However, it's been out for years now and it's almost impossible to attain unless you buy it on the secondary market. If you guys already guessed it, comment in the comment section below, but that's none other than the Oz Machine Co. Roosevelt. Now, my brother Balin did gift this to me a couple months ago, but as you guys know, I have over 300 to 400 knives in the collection, and there is no knife that is even comparable to the Rosie. This knife is unparalleled in terms of action because of the two detent balls that it uses for that locking mechanism, and it just feels amazing in the hand. The overall size is near perfect, ergonomics are perfect, I can easily do draw cuts, and it's just extremely fidgety. This one is in Magna Cut with the golf putter milling pattern, aka the Silver Surfer, and I just absolutely adore this knife, so I'm just gonna deem this one my most favorite knife of all time. And that's a lot to say because there's knives like the Zahn, the Mini Arius, the Rosie is just the best knife ever made. But there you guys have it, my picks for the best EDC gear in 2023. If I missed a few items or categories, let me know in the comment section below. I know I didn't add in a multi-tool. The one I am actually carrying is the Leatherman Free P4, but if I had my hands on the Leatherman Arc, that would have probably been the best multi-tool of 2023. I haven't handled it yet, so that I guess can go to the Free P4, but I digress. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this video, and I guess we'll have to catch you on the next one. Peace out.